underway?
Absolutely.
All right.
What's that for the audience?
Let me get this up.
Oh, very professional. I love it.
And what else? What else do I need to get up here? I'm at full attention. Jeez, tell you that right now. All right. I think I have everything I need. All right. Only whiteboard seems racist. Yep. Noted. Noted for next time. All right. Noted for next time. All right. We're going to pretend that this is a game show and that I know what I'm doing. So let's start it up. Let's start it up.
I'm excited and terrified.
All right.
Here we go. Both, man.
No matter what happens, Hotep, have a great game.
You too, buddy.
All right.
For the podiums.
Yeah. We'll move into it. Don't worry. We'll move right into it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to Cleaning Agent Movie Trivia. I don't know what this is going to be. I just have a few words to say before we get started with our wonderful guests. I am no quizmaster. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not a host. So we're making this up as I go. This is a remote control for my lighting, and these are blank cue cards. So we are going to jump right in here with introducing our guests. We have on the top sector, the Mongooli Show. You know him as Daniel the Manual. Mongooli, why don't you tell the people why you're here?
I am here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of...
You are a bastard. I've even got the fucking sunglasses here, jerk.
Wow, they've already started the hate on each other by quoting old movies that nobody cares about. All right, and down below we've got real Bubba Hotep. He also goes by Steve the Mean Machine. Steve, what are you doing here, and why did you want this to happen?
To knock Dan down a peg or two.
Oh, right. These gentlemen love each other. They're always in each other's streams. I don't know where this aggression is coming from, but I'm looking forward to everybody knowing or not knowing any of the questions that I may or may not have the answers for. So, without further ado, let's start off some movie trivia. I've got a little intro music here. Let's cue the intro music. And here we go. Now, these guys can't hear the music, but I can.
Barely.
Oh, you can hear it just barely? Oh, that's nice. Is it super quiet? That's okay. Now, we are going to get this thing underway. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here, and thanks to chat. We're live on Twitch. Thank you, chat, for being here. Chat, our contestants here cannot see any of the things you're typing into chat, so go ahead. If you want to throw down the answers you know, throw them into chat, prove that you should be the ones on the contestants' podiums, and then we will see if these guys can even compete with you. So here we go.
Spoilers, probably not.
Welcome to Movie Trivia. Now, these gentlemen, I have been watching these gentlemen stream for some time, and they both really enjoy movies. Some good movies, Steve, and some bad movies, Dan. And that's okay. You know, good movies, bad movies, it's trivia. I'm going to pull from movies I know because that's the only questions I figured I'd have the answers to. That being said, you can totally call me out if I have them wrong, okay? Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get into some movie trivia. Now, round one is called Scribble Scramble. In this, you will have about 15 seconds to write your answer to each question that shows up here. I will also read the question aloud and then start the timer. If you know the answer, you get a point. If you fail to answer the question correctly, you do not get a point. Get the point? Let's get into it. Here we go. For the first question, there are 10 questions in this round, so y'all can get 10 points each if you know what you're doing. Let's start it off with a softball, or whatever I wrote. Who knows what's going to come up here. Name the movie this quote comes from. You sit on a throne of lies. You sit on a throne of lies. What movie does that come from? Ooh, I have a timer. Let's turn that on. I also don't know if the trivia timer
thinking,
music
Hotep?
is
Yes, I'm still
louder
thinking.
than the anything else. So here we go.
I'm gonna be really cocky because I don't know if I got it right or not.
Oh,
I don't
all
have
right,
a clue.
time's up. Please show your board, Steve. What did you come up with? Excalibur. Incorrect. Does Dan the Manly have the answer? Elf is correct. Buddy the Elf
hell.
tells the
Man.
store Santa that he sits on a throne of lies. 1 point to the Mongooli out the
We
gate.
can just stop now, boys. We're good.
We're going to have to
Mongooli.
if it's some crappy movies like that.
Hey, I've got a wide variety of crappy movies, so let's see where it takes us.
No wonder Dan won that one.
Uh-huh.
Spaghetti and
Question.
maple syrup.
Get ready, wipe your boards and wipe your attitude. Let's get ready for question number 2. Here we go. The 1989 movie Glory takes place during which war? Gentlemen, start your engines.
Sorry.
The
I'll wait.
timer's on, so y'all have a chance to write. We will see if Dan the man can keep his lead. All right, they're ready. Dan, why don't you start us off? What war? The Civil War.
Civil War?
The Civil War, America baby. Those are correct answers from both contestants. It is now 2-1 in favor of the Canadian. Let's go for question number 3. If I can find question number 3. What are the names of the other 2 players on the dudes bowling team in The Big Lebowski?
Fuck. Can I give actors?
You cannot give
Yeah.
actors, but you can give their characters first names. First names is all we require, or last names if that's all you know. I'll take
I don't
either.
know.
That's it. That's time, gentlemen. This was a quick one. Steve, what did you have?
I was going to say should have watched it.
Should have watched it is correct. And the other answer, Randy and Steve. Incorrect. And you're both dead to me for not knowing The Big Lebowski. Donnie and Walter, 00 gold in chat got it. Absolutely.
Was it Donnie and Walter?
Donnie and Walter. All right. Well, no scores that round. And as I said, full disappointment engaged. Here we go. Let's go for the next question. If I can find where it is. What Guardians of the Galaxy actor also co-starred on the AMC television show The Walking Dead?
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, what is his name?
I shit you not. This is the question.
I know
Only
who it
you
is.
can tell me the answers.
Oh, I got it.
I don't, and I should be ashamed of myself.
Yes, you should.
All right,
For how many
that
times
is
you've seen this show?
time. Dan, you have an answer? Lay it on
Oh, it's
me.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker is correct. Steve.
Damn it, Yondu. Yeah, I'm nothing.
Oh
Merle
my
and Yondu.
goodness.
Son of a gun.
I mean,
Also, of
listened.
Mallrats fame.
I also listened to the flicks that make you tick, and you talked about The Walking Dead and how you watch that over and over and over again.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, you do play Marvel Strike Force, so I thought this would be a dead ringer for both of you. Anyway, that's all right.
Well,
That's all right. Looks like the lead grows for Dan as we continue on. Here we
Dan's
go.
a grower, not a shower.
He is. I don't know about that. All right. I don't know anything about that. Let's go on to the next question, shall we? Whoa. Ava is the name of the humanoid robot in what 2014 film? Ava is the name of the humanoid robot in which 2014 film?
we had to pick sci-fi, huh?
It is a sci-fi. You are correct. Oops. go. All right, time is up. Steve, do you have an answer for us?
No, I'm going to kick myself as soon as you say
And
it. though.
Dan, how about yourself?
I also got nothing. My brain would not come up with anything other than Alita, and I knew that wasn't right.
The answer is Ex Machina.
Oh,
That was
okay.
2014. Wow.
That was 20. Yeah, see, this is one of the latest release film questions in this quiz because a lot of movies I watch are from the 80s and 90s. So that was a rarity. That was a rarity. All right, moving right
Great movie.
along. It is a good movie. It is a good movie. Let's get into the next question. What franchise took the fast-talking Carter and the fast-moving Lee to LA, Hong Kong, and Paris? I feel like the answers are going down quick. We'll play a little music just in case. Steve, why don't you hit us with your best shot? And Dan, flip it. That's a point for each of you. Well played, Rush Hour. I needed to get a little bit of Jackie Chan in this quiz because I love my Jackie Chan action movies. Even though Rush Hour is probably not the best depiction of Jackie Chan. That's okay. That's okay.
Beat your boys.
All
Beat
right.
your boys.
Here we go again. The next question, there's only a couple left here in the first round. Mongooli doubling up on the points here compared to Steve, but Steve's got
That's terrible.
just the eyes of a fighter. So the comeback will be strong, I'm sure. Here we
Pretty
go.
glad there's a border between us right now.
What was Jennifer Aniston's feature film debut before she found gold on the set of Friends?
Does spelling count?
Spelling does not count unless
Thank the Lord.
I really can't read it. Chat's all over it. Chat is all over it. Dan's second guessing his life choices right now. Steve, why don't you show Dan what you got?
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun is correct. Dan, did you have any guess?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
I did
not.
Nothing even close to that.
Bringing the
Should've
score
thought horror.
a little bit closer. Well played. And our last question, can Steve tie it up in the final question of the round? Let's find out with this
Before she found
wonderful...
gold, you're even trying to help me.
I was trying to help everybody. All right,
I
here
love
we go. Released in 1960, The Magnificent Seven is a westernized retelling of which movie? You know how hard it took me, how hard it was for me to get westerns and sci-fi and horror and action and comedy. You know how hard it was for me to make these questions? No, you have no idea. And that's okay.
I have some idea.
All right, Steve, do you
I
have
don't
an
have-
answer?
Not a clue.
And Dan, your guess.
Random guess. It is a guess.
Dirty
The Dirty
Dozen
Dozen?
is incorrect. The correct answer,
Correct.
did anybody have it in chat? CM Foss did, Burnsy did, Wonderful D did, Hiding from Real Life did, everybody did except for the two contestants. It is 1954's Seven Samurai.
Oh shit.
Well,
Okay.
I said that today on live stream. I said that was one of my favorite Kurosawa flicks.
I
And I
know.
had no clue.
I was there, and I was like, well, this should be a shoo-in, but obviously not. So at the end of round one, we've got a score of 4 points for Dan, the Mongooli Show, touted as King Quizmaster himself,
By nobody.
and Steve, the Challenger, the real Bubba Hotep, just trailing. Easy catch-up, 3 points. If you like mustard, that's okay too. All right, gentlemen. Easy catch up. Don't worry about it, Dan.
Oh,
I'm just
gotcha.
making it up as we go. All right. Now, this next section is going to be a little bit different, and we're just rolling with it. Whether it worked. Oh, shit. That wasn't even the last question. There's one more. Bonus chat. Bonus. Here we go. Jonathan Nolan's short story was inspiration behind which of his brother's movies? One more scribble scramble. Jonathan Nolan's short story was inspiration behind which of his brother's movies? It would help if I knew how to count. Chat. That was
I
only
have absolutely
9
no clue.
questions, and there's 10, as I stated at the beginning of the show.
I don't know directors.
Who the hell is Jonathan Nolan coming from chat?
I know who Jonathan Nolan is. I don't know if this answer is correct.
All right, time is up. Steve, no answer or something?
Nothing, man. Nothing.
And Dan comes in with Memento, which is correct. It was the short story called Memento Mori, which Jonathan Nolan, Mr. Christopher Nolan's brother, was writing. It actually was published after the movie was made because they were busy making the movie and writing the script for the movie. So there you have it. And guess what? That's another point
Saw
for the
the movie.
Mongooli.
Saw the movie. Didn't know
Great
who
movie.
directed it.
Great movie. And chat, guess what? Lightning strikes again. One more question. Here we go. This is the last question of round 1. I promise you this time.
Again.
One last time for all the marbles. What movie based on novel of the same name do they swap a axe for a sledgehammer to keep the protagonist bedridden? In which movie based on a novel of the same name do they swap an axe for a sledgehammer to keep the protagonist bedridden? Steve, do you have an answer? Dan, do you have an answer? Points all around. Well played. If I can't get a good hobbling joke in somewhere, then what am I even trying to do hosting a show? All right. Well done,
Good questions,
chat.
man. Good questions.
Lots of good answers in chat as well. Good job. That was the last question of round 1. I just had to look at my cue cards to actually know that answer. And now we can move into round 2. This is where things get a little bit different. And it could become really good or really bad. We'll find out. Round 2 is called What Comes Around? And in round 2, we need a little bit of a wheel spin. Now, how this is going to work, we're going to have a wheel spinner, and it's got 10 questions on it. And by 10 questions, I mean it's got 10 movie titles. We're going to spin the wheel, and if it lands on a movie you think you might know an answer to, you can accept the challenge. If you don't like that movie, you have 2 skips between the 10 question round. After you use those skips, you're done for. And if the wheel lands happenstancely again on that same movie, you're just effed. Okay? Eventually, all 10 questions are going to be answered by one or the other of you. And eventually, you're going to get some wrong, I assume, because you didn't get any right in the first one. What's up, Dan?
Are we both answering the question?
No, so you will take turns answering questions back and forth.
Is there stealing?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. So, after a person has confirmed they will accept the movie title, the opponent then has a chance to steal that movie and the question before it's ever heard. If you get it wrong, there's no stealing, only if you want to steal the movie before you know the question. Now, you get 2 steals, you get 2 skips, and that's the way it's going to roll. We're going to spin the wheel first for Steve because he is a couple of points behind, and I feel bad for the guy. Well, let's
Yeah,
get
I feel
into
bad
it,
for me too.
shall we? I just have
Hopefully there's 8 Sam Raimi and 2 Mel Brooks. Let's go.
let's
Big
do
Lebowski,
it.
I knew it. This is Spinal Tap.
Here we go. We're spinning the wheel. Let's go for it, chat. We are bringing in, looks like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Nope.
Steve.
Nope.
Steve
turn
is
is it on this?
Steve's turn for
Steve's
Monty
right.
Python and the Holy Grail. You want to skip? Use one of
Yeah.
your 2 skips
Yeah.
and re-roll. All right, we can do that.
Definitely skip.
So we'll close that and we will spin it again. Now you have one spin left. Or sorry, 1 skip left. If you don't like this movie and skip, then that'll be it. The next roll will be
Oh
it.
my lord.
The Royal
The
Tenenbaums.
Royal Tenenbaums? That's worse than Monty Python.
Would you like
Yeah, it
to
is.
forfeit your second skip?
Nah, we'll give it a shot.
All right, he's going to accept the Royal Tenenbaums. Dan, would you like to steal?
Absolutely not. Is there any negative if he gets it wrong, or does he just not get the point?
You just don't get the point. But they are
Okay,
all
then
worth
no
2
stealing.
points each. All right.
Nope.
All right, here we go. We're going to remove the Royal Tenenbaums, and we are going to bring up the question. Wait, maybe? Why is my... All right, we'll
The
get there, chat.
differences on this wheel between the movies I've seen 1,000 times and movies I've never seen is ridiculous.
All
I'm
right.
saying.
So the first question to Steve, the Royal Tenenbaums. Get ready. Here it comes. This is just whether you know it or not. We don't need the whiteboards any longer. Thank you
Okay.
for being environmentally friendly using them. Royal Tenenbaums. Why does Royal attempt to make amends with his family in the Royal Tenenbaums?
Oh, shoot.
For 2 points, Steve. Why does Royal attempt to make amends with his family in the Royal Tenenbaum? Chat.
There was a will.
There
I
was a
don't know.
will. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is he ran out of money. He was broke and he couldn't afford to stay in his hotel anymore.
Oh, see, that's about the same thing. He was looking for money.
He was looking for money.
You weren't far off.
You weren't far off. Well played.
I've never seen this. I would have no idea. So I'm really glad you stole this one for me.
I've seen bits and pieces. That's it.
All
I
right.
can tell you like 2 cast members. That's all I got.
Oh, well, there's a ton of great cast
I'm
in that
sure.
movie. I would put it on the list, Dan. It's a very good movie.
It's a growing list.
It is indeed. All right, back to the wheel. This one is for Dan the Manly. Give it a big old spin and let's see what you win. Rudy! Would you like to keep or pass on Rudy?
How many questions are we going to have this round? All 10, right?
There's 10 questions. We're going to ask them all to one or the other of you.
I'll do Rudy because there's movies on here that I know even less. So
All right. Now, Steve, he has accepted Rudy. Would you like to steal the question from the movie Rudy? Negative. All right. Your question from Rudy coming at you. Here it is. Here it is. In Rudy, D-Bob tests Rudy for a learning disability. What did the results indicate that Rudy suffers from? For 2 points, Dan, what did the results indicate that Rudy suffers from?
Between 2. Good chance neither one of them are right. Let's go with dyslexia.
Dyslexia
Oh,
for 2 points. That is correct.
Oh, yes.
I was
Okay.
going to ask if I could steal that.
It was dyslexia or ADHD, and I'm like, he doesn't act ADHD in the movie. I'm gonna say dyslexia. Okay, cool. Woo.
I would have
Oh.
also accepted he was a halfling. All right.
The best damn halfling.
Back to the wheel for Steve. Here we go. Let's spin it again.
Zombie land. Let's go zombie land.
Oh, you're welcome to it. Enjoy.
We've got the Big Lebowski.
No, I'm using the other one.
You're using your
That's
other
second
skip? Second and final skip. Whatever the next spin, the next.
Nah, I'll do it.
You're going to do the Big Lebowski. All right.
I'll do it.
Now, y'all might be wondering, why is there 2 Big Lebowski questions in this trivia show? Well,
I'm not.
chat, well, contestants, it's because it's a freaking delicious movie, and I eat it up every time I can. It's amazing. And I would have put 100 questions about the Big Lebowski in here if I could. All right, let's get on to it, shall we?
2 big old zeros down here.
Yeah.
All right, the Big Lebowski. Okay, in the Big Lebowski, what band did the
shoot.
dude claim to roadie for?
Wasn't it Skinnerd?
Sandor,
Leonard
I
Skinner.
would recommend it highly. Would you like to final answer Leonard Skinnerd?
Yeah. Yeah, if it's not that, I'm not getting it.
It was Metallica.
Oh, man. Yeah, I really should have watched that movie.
It's delightful. All right, back to the board. This one's for Dan. Let's spin it to win it.
Oh man.
Dan still has 2 skips, I believe, and 2
2
steals.
skips and 2 steals.
We
I won't
are
be using
Monty
either one of them on this one.
Python and the Holy
This-
Grail.
I will take this one all day.
You're going to take this one all day. It is also a delightful movie. Let's
Oh,
bring
God.
up Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Do you want to steal?
No.
Here we
Go
go.
for it.
In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, they determine if someone is a witch based on being made of wood and weighing as much as what?
A duck.
That is correct for 2 points.
See, this is why I didn't talk a whole lot of mad smack.
This is why I did.
Well played. Well played. Back to Steve. Let's get some points on the board here. Hotep, I believe in you. I believe. Let's
Just
spin the
remember, you
wheel.
asked for this.
Well, one of us have to. I'm still enjoying myself.
That's
I
all
feel
that
bad.
matters.
I
Oh,
I feel bad if I won against somebody else.
Ghost.
Ghost. Oh man, you mean the Patrick Swayze Whoopi Goldberg ghost?
That's
that one.
the ghost. That's the ghost.
Sure, I'll take it.
And Dan, would you like to steal Ghost?
Oh my no.
Oh
No.
my no. Ghost is going to Steve. Let's remove it and bring it on up. Ghost, here is your question. If I can figure out how to do this. In Ghost, what does Sam use to convince Molly that he is real and present?
Was it a quarter? He
I
slid a
will
quarter.
I will
Or a
give you the points. Yes, it is a coin. It is a copper penny, a lucky penny to be precise. I will give you the points on
lucky
those.
penny.
Yes.
He was
Well done,
practicing
well
with a quarter.
Well played. Well played. Molly had a thing about lucky pennies in the movie that only Sam would have known. So he slides the penny up the door. And Whoopi's behind the door just being like, yo, I told you, I'm the bomb. Anyway, well played, Steve. Bringing that score a little bit closer. Here we go again to the trivia wheel for the Mongooli. Let's give it a spin, shall we?
There's one more movie on here I'm confident about.
Is it Jack?
Is not it.
The movie
It's
selected
not.
is Jack. Would you like to accept or
Oh.
skip?
I will accept.
And Steve, would you like to try to steal?
Nope. I like Robin Williams, but not enough to remember Jack.
Yeah, I know that I've seen this, but it's been a long time.
It's been a minute since any of us have seen this, I'm sure. Oh, that's the wrong movie. Just a second. We're looking for
Steal
Jack.
that one. I'll take that one.
How
I'll steal that one.
old is Jack, played by Robin Williams in the movie Jack?
You're looking for his real age, not his extended, like, because he's aging 5 times as fast as he's supposed to be, right?
Correct.
So you're not looking for that age. You're looking for the fact that he's like, I want to say he's 10. I feel like it's his 10th birthday they celebrated in the movie.
You're going with 10, final answer.
10 is my final answer.
You had 10 points, but now it's 12 because 10 was
Yeah,
correct. Well played. Jack was
Should've
10
stole it.
years old.
Should have stole it. I knew that.
You're running out of questions to steal, so if you're going to use
I
them,
am.
now's the time. All right, we're back to Steve. Let's do it, Bubba Hotep. Let's spin that wheel. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4 movies, so let's see what we roll.
I've got to say, this is much different whenever you're being asked questions and pressure and everything
On the
like
spot.
that.
You
mind
got
goes blank. Yeah.
Zombieland. You did
Hey,
get
hey.
Zombieland. I
All right,
assume
we'll
you
keep
want to
that.
accept.
Yeah, we'll keep
And
that.
Dan, would you like to try to steal?
He wants this one. I'll let him have it.
Oh, the kindness of the
Watch me
Canadians.
also-
Also, I'm not as familiar with it, so he'd probably get it wrong either way. So
All right, we're going to Zombieland for 2 points to the real Bubba Hotep. What is the #1 rule of Columbus's list on surviving Zombieland?
Cardio.
Cardio is correct for 2 points. Real Bubba Hotep, staying in the battle. Staying in the battle. Well played.
well done. Well done.
Well played.
Trying. We need some Eye of the Tiger up in here, man.
All right, we've got 3 questions left. Now's the time to use your steals if you're going to. It could prevent them from getting a question right.
I'm waiting for him to get the Matrix for me to steal.
Well, let's
or
see.
me getting it would be
Let's
good
see
too.
if you
so.
get it. Let's see if you get it right now, Mongooli. 1 in 3 shot.
Oh no,
This is Spinal Tap.
that's gonna be a pass, sir.
Delicious movie. You want to pass on that?
I will pass on that.
All right, let's see if he just rolls it again. Dan's first.
There's a really good
pass.
chance.
1 in 3 chance. It comes up again.
Oh,
Ah,
Delightful. Would you like to use your second pass?
I might as well because I really don't care at this point. Like I'm fine with Signs or The Matrix, so might as well.
Might as
Sure,
well.
yeah.
Let's do it. He's going for the final
3
pass.
in a row, boys.
Here we go. Third time lucky. Third time's a charm.
And
this
once again
is
I'd
Spinal
like a
Tap.
recount.
Now the real question is, Steve, would
Rigged.
you like to
Fake
try to
news.
steal? This is Spinal
Absolutely
Tap.
not.
That would be funny
Absolutely
if I spun away from it twice and then you stole it.
All right.
Jerk.
We are looking for This is Spinal Tap. Oh, amazing movie. If anybody hasn't seen it,
I've
highly
seen
recommend.
it before. I do enjoy it, but it's just been a long time, and there's a lot of things you could pull from.
In
Yeah,
This
it's gotta be
is
30 years.
Spinal Tap. Why is the band's
Oh.
Marshall amp better than other amps?
Because it goes to 11.
That was
It was
easy.
so much easier.
I should have stole it.
Nobody said that these were
Oh,
going to be hard.
boo.
Nobody said
That's
these were
fair,
going to
that's
be
fair.
hard. Well
This one goes to
played.
11.
And
This
I
one-
got the short story by Jonathan Nolan, man.
Hey,
That was-
Well, you both did.
Yeah, it's like I did too, for the record, but sure.
All right, back to the wheel. Steve, this is it for you. This is probably your last question, unless you,
It
well,
feels
you
like
can
it.
absolutely steal the last question from Dan, but he can absolutely steal from you as well. So here we go.
Well, that's interesting to know.
Yeah, it sure is. It's
Sure.
The Matrix.
I'll
Sure.
steal that.
Oh, he would.
The
Well, 'cause why
steal.
wouldn't I? Like,
Yeah,
you're gonna
why
steal the
wouldn't you?
last one from me, so like it doesn't make any sense not to.
Absolutely. That's the way the cookie crumbles when nobody wants to use their steals in the game. Here we go.
And now I'm gonna get it wrong.
The
You're used to
Matrix.
hoarding.
That's right. You are used to hoarding. In The Matrix, what 4 words of truth does Neo receive from a small boy while waiting to see the Oracle in The Matrix?
There is no spoon.
That is 2 points. Well played. Mongooli doubling the score of his competitor. It all comes down to the last question on the board, which is signs. I assume, Dan, you want to steal.
I assumed it would be for me.
Yeah, it's for him.
Oh,
I'd have to
yes.
steal.
Dan.
Yeah, so it's for me, and he has to
Yes,
steal.
that's
which he's
right.
not going
Steve,
to.
would you like to steal?
I have no choice but to steal.
All right, so it's going to Steve. The last question of this round. It's a doozy from Signs.
Great.
What does Bo Hess leaving multiple water glasses around the house lead to in the movie Signs?
Defeating the aliens by swinging away.
I will accept that, but why are they swinging away? What is the water to the aliens?
It's death. It's poison, toxic.
They are allergic and or
Yeah. yeah.
really.
That was a
Really-
weirdly worded question. I'm not really sure what the answer is you're looking for. Like I know the answer, but I don't know what exactly the wording to that answer is.
Yeah, well, that's why I gave it to him. It's swinging away.
Yeah.
It's it leads to
really-
the
For sure, for
defeat
sure.
or the weakness of the aliens. Well played, 2 points. It's 10-16 here on the Movie Quiz Show featuring Cleaning Agent. All right, now I would like to take this time to get to know our contestants just a little bit more before we get into round 3, which is categories, and may or may not work at all the way I am looking for it to work. But let us first go to the real Bubba Hotep. Now, real Bubba Hotep, you stream Twitch. You are a fan of movies. It says here on my cue card, this is a quote from you. Time is meaningless, just watch movies. Why are movies so important to you, real Bubba Hotep?
I said that. Time is meaningless.
That's what my card said. So yeah, that seems to
Pretty
be
sure
a quote
card's
from
black.
you.
I like movies.
You like movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, what-
You have an ex-wife as monstrous as mine. You escape reality in every way possible.
Just
had to
escaping
bring it in.
reality.
Had to
On
bring it
brand,
in.
I like it.
You know what? Great storytelling. And you stream video games on Twitch, another way to escape reality for just a little bit of time. That's a wonderful answer. Bubba Hotep, thank you so much for being here. We
My
appreciate
pleasure,
you.
sir.
We appreciate you forcing me to host this game. Now, Mongooli, I've got a quote here from you as well, sir. It says, "If it don't fit, wiggle it a bit," referring to getting a VHS cassette into an old VCR. Do you have any other sage advice when it comes to life and the movies?
If it doesn't work at first, just blow on it a bit. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that's more of a Super Nintendo trick or a Nintendo
it
entertainment
works on
system.
almost anything.
It works on
There's-
almost anything. Give it a little
quote from
blow.
a quote from the great movie Evolution: "There's always time for lube."
There's always time for lube.
The great
Wow.
movie Evolution.
We are just firing on all cylinders here. Now, Mongooli, you host a little game show called Mongooli Madness yourself. Do you have any prospects of contestants who will be joining the show soon?
So we've got 2 different matches lined up at the moment that I'm working with the contestants behind the background or behind the scenes to try and get the games to work as best as they possibly can. So
Not like
first up,
this
we should be
shit
having.
show here.
Well, honestly, I'm seeing some of the things you're doing. I'm like, I kind of like that. That's not bad. I
The
like
fake
it.
microphone goes a long way, I'll tell you that.
I'm super curious where your actual microphone is because you're moving around a lot and it's not changing the sound whatsoever. And I'm just like, how are you doing that? Because if I get even a little bit away from my microphone, and it changes drastically.
Tricks of the trade,
you're
my
just like-
friend. Tricks of the trade.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely hit you up afterwards. So first match we've got up is gonna be Row of Gilead versus Dadpool Games, assuming Row of Gilead ever sends me a photo of him. And then after that, we've got Wapo is going to go up against Mrs. Hillary. Now, if you want to be on the game show, you can hit me up on my Discord, and we can make a time for that going forward. But as of right now, those are the 2 matches that I'm looking at getting done in the hopefully near future. But as I'm sure Cleaning Agent now knows, it takes some effort to make that many questions and make sure that they're going to work for people and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not
but
something you can run together in a day.
You're a seasoned vet. I assume you could just blink twice and there you have it.
I wish.
Tell Dan that Dadpool sent a perfect thumbnail of me already, says Row of Gilead.
No, he did not.
Well,
He drew a
that's-
stick figure with glasses. That's not okay.
Well, I mean, that might be the best you're going to get. We'll have to see. Only the future will tell. That's great, Mongooli. I appreciate you spending the time to research movies that you've never seen, obviously, because some of your taste is really questionable in the movies that you have seen. All right, now, with that said, let's get back to the game, the third and final round, unless for some reason there's a tiebreaker. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try and figure it out. This round is called Categories. There's going to be 3 specific categories that I have handpicked. And within each category, there's going to be 3 questions. A 2-point question, which is true or false. 50-50 shot, easy pointage. A multiple choice question that's worth 3 points. Super easy to get some pointage when you have only 4 options to choose from. And then a know it or not category where you either know it or not. And that will be worth 5 points. Now, that being said, the difficulty of each of these questions, I don't know. So they could be easy 5 points. They could be the hardest 2 points you've ever seen. So without further ado, let us see.
What was the 2-point category?
True and false.
Okay.
And multiple choice and know it or not. Let's see what categories we have in store for the Mongooli Show and the Real Bubba Hotep. Oh yeah, the rules in here are all over the place, Hughes. It's super rigged. And Steve is still failing, but we're hoping he'll catch up right here. Here we
It
go.
was stacked in my favor, and I'm still losing.
The 3 categories are Kevin
no.
Smith, AFI 100 Years, 100 Movies, and Cleans Canadians.
Oh.
Because we all know that Cleaning Agent loves his Canadian content. All right, so how this is going to break down is because Steve is on the ropes, he's going to have first choice whether he wants to pick a 2-point, a 3-point, or 5-point question in any of the categories. Between the 2 of you, you will only pick 8 of the 9 questions, so stack it however many points you want or think you can obtain. There's no stealing in this round. If you get it wrong, it is wrong. No points awarded to either side. Steve, which would you like to pick first?
I think I am going with Kevin Smith for 5.
And that, I
You're a
believe,
bad
is the
man.
nice middle finger to the Mongooli show.
It's pretty stubby, but yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you know, even stubs need love. Okay, that's what I've been told. Another quote from the great Mongooli show. All
So I
right,
can't steal this. I can't do anything. I just have to
you
sit
have
back
to
and
accept.
watch him fail.
Know it or not,
Oh.
Bubba Hotep is going for the 5-pointer on Kevin Smith. Now, the Mongooli show, it is your choice. Where would you like one of your
Multiple
questions?
choice Kevin Smith.
A multiple choice 3-pointer of Kevin Smith. All right, Steve, your next pick, again, can be any point value anywhere on the board except for the ones that are already taken. Chat's trying to give
100
hints
years.
that
100 years, 100 movies. Know it or not.
Know it or not. All right, 100 years, 100 movies.
Sorry, do we only get 3 questions total?
You get 4 each.
4 questions total.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 1 question will be unavailable. All right, Mongooli, what would you like to select?
AFI multiple choice.
AFI multiple choice. Mongooli taking all the multiple choice, and Steve taking all the risks for all of the rewards. All right.
Queens Canadians, know it or not.
Cleans Canadians, know it or not. He's going for broke, chat. He's going for broke. That's a total of 15 points if he gets all 3 questions. And that would be a substantial gain on the Mongooli's lead right now. Mongooli, where do you want to go from here? Kevin Smith for 2, true and false. AFI, true and false for 2. Or Cleans Canadians, multiple choice or true and false.
I really want to go with Kevin Smith, but if my math is correct, if I get all these right and he gets all that right, he'll get 25 points and I'll get 24 points. So
Well,
I kind of have to go.
No, that's
for
not. Well, I mean,
clean.
you've got a 6-point lead right now, so we'll see. We'll see.
Right, but 6 plus 8 would be
Right.
14, right? So I need to take Cleans Canadians.
Cleans Canadians, multiple
I need
choice.
to get them all right.
Well,
unless
we'll
he gets
see.
one of them wrong.
We'll
I really
see.
just want to hear Kevin Smith questions at the end of the day.
All right. Well, there's only 2-point questions left. Steve, where would you like to go strategically?
Oh, right, there's 4 questions. Damn it.
Strategically, Kevin Smith.
God damn it.
Oh, damn. Mongooli trying to do math, really throwing him for a loop.
I in my brain, there's only 3 questions. That messed me up.
All right, and the last question going to the Mongooli. Is it AFI 100 or Cleans Canadians? You're not believing in the Canadians, eh? Wow. How dare you?
Well, because if I get the Canadians wrong, then it's that much more embarrassing.
All right, AFI for the Mongooli. Now, am I going to remember
really pissed I
what
messed
you
that
guys selected? Probably not, but we're going to pretend that I do. All right, chat, we're going to start with the 2-point Kevin Smith, true and false, for the real Bubba Hotep. For 2 points. Get ready. Let's do it. Kevin Smith, true or false? Let me find it. Here we go. This is for all the marbles. Chat, the final round. Are you ready, Steve?
Sure.
True or false? Kevin Smith protested one of his own films.
True.
That is correct. While a protest was happening on the pre-release of Dogma, Kevin Smith thought it would be a good idea to make some funny signs and go on down and join the protest. Unfortunately, there was only like 17 people there, and the media immediately recognized him, asking him questions of why he's there and what about his movie, and he fully denied that he was Kevin Smith the entire time. Well
I can even
played.
tell you what his sign said.
Well, what did his sign say, Mongooli?
Dogma is dog shit.
That is correct, but you don't get any points for being a super fan.
Damn it. I'm so pissed off that I didn't know there was 4 questions. You told me and I still forgot.
Well played. 2 points on the board for Steve. Now we're going to go for another Steve question just because you're still a little bit behind. So let's get you a 5-pointer. You know what? You can even choose. Would you like the 5-point from Kevin Smith, AFI, or Cleans Canadians?
Let's do the AFI. We'll save the
AFI.
5-point Kevin Smith for the last. Let's build some tension.
Oh, we're building tension, baby. AFI, 100 years, 100 movies. For those of you who don't know, AFI, American Film Institute, used to put out every 10 years or so at AFI top 100 movies over the last 100 years. Every 10 years they would update that movie, but they haven't updated it for probably 12 or so years. I think they're kind of defunct. But us old gentlemen probably are aware of what the FI is, hopefully, because you're gonna try to answer some questions about it. So here's your know it or not, Steve, of the AFI 100 years, 100 movies list. Deemed by the American Film Institute to be the best hero portrayed on film, what lawyer defends the accused Tom Robinson in Small Town, Alabama?
Oh, shoot. I want to say, man, I want to say Aldous Huxley, but that's not it. I know it's a weird name like that. I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Dan, do you know it by chance?
No, I don't have it.
The movie
Is it To Kill a Mockingbird?
To Kill a Mockingbird. The
It
character is
Okay.
Atticus
I literally-
Finch.
Atticus Finch. That's why I was thinking.
I just bought this movie in 4K.
Yep.
I haven't
Played
seen it in
by
forever. It's one of
Gregory
those, like,
Peck.
I'm gonna see it soon.
Yeah.
A beautiful movie. A beautiful, beautiful movie.
Do I get close? I had the A part right, and I knew what movie it
You
was.
get close to getting points.
You
I
are
get
very
close.
close to getting points.
I'm very close to winning.
So close that we are
Are
going to
you?
give you another chance at a 5-point question. Would you like Cleans Canadians or Kevin Smith for 5 points? Bubba
Let's
Hotep.
do the Canadian. I'm on a roll of losing, so let's
Here
do
we
the
go.
Canadian one.
Here we go. Cleans Canadians, know it or not, for Real Bubba Hotep. This Canadian actor starred in 3 films that all went to #1 in the box office in 1994.
Jim Carrey.
Yep.
That's 5 points, putting Bubba Hotep
good
into
question.
the lead. Congratulations.
Hey.
Well played.
For the first
Three
time.
three
Yay.
rounds got there.
And he's back in the game.
Hey,
All right.
it's all who finishes in the end, baby.
We are going to go to Mr. Mongooli. Let's see what we got left here. Oh, he had a multiple choice. Let's go FI multiple choice, Mongooli. How does that sound for you?
That's the 2-pointer. Yeah, let's do that.
It's the 3-pointer. It is
I
the
have a 2-pointer somewhere.
Oh, you want the 2-pointer? You did a
Was it not
2-pointer.
the AFI
No,
2-pointer?
yeah, you can do the AFI true or false. Let's go for it. Here we go. AFI true or false for the Mongooli show. Snow White and the 7 Dwarves is the only animated film on the AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies list. True or false?
We steal.
I have to say false.
He has to say false, whether he knows it or not.
Well, like I'm fairly confident like Pinocchio's on there, and I'm pretty sure other Disney ones are on there, but I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure.
That is incorrect. Pinocchio is not on the list, but it is false because Toy Story is the only other animated film on the AFI 100 Years, 100 Movies. So he does get the points, ladies and gentlemen.
Failing correctly.
Failing correctly.
The
Well
only way a
played.
Canadian can do it.
The only way a
Whoa.
Canadian can do it.
Oh.
Failing up. Hey, I'm not mad about it. I'm very Canadian. All right. Mr. Bubba Hotep, what did you have left here?
Kevin Smith.
You have Kevin
So
Smith
5-pointer
for
and we
5
should have
points, and you have
something
one other. Let me find out what it was because I forget.
No, I think that was it.
No,
I
you
got
should have
2 right, 1 wrong.
2 right, 1 wrong. Oh, I thought you. Oh,
Yeah.
did we already go through all
We
the
did
minor?
the Kevin Smith protest.
Oh,
we
right.
did
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
the Atticus Finch, and we did Jim Carrey.
Right.
No.
But have we done the Kevin Smith true or false?
No. Oh,
No.
Yeah,
that
we
was the
did that.
Dogma is dog shit.
Oh yeah, Dogma is dog shit. You're right. Okay, so
No,
we're
it's not. It's amazing. But whatever.
we're down to the last question for Bubba Hotep to keep in the game. This one is Kevin Smith for 5 points. Let's see what we got.
All right.
Let's see what we got. It was
I
hard
should
finding
answer this
Kevin
wrong.
Smith questions because I'm not the hugest Kevin Smith.
Just to make
fan.
Mongooli mad, I should answer this wrong.
Well,
Well,
I
because
think
here's the thing.
I think he'd be more happy than mad.
Do I still get to answer my other questions, or is it just
Yeah.
game over right now?
We can just play a heads up
Okay.
on the other questions just to have fun.
Right.
But it will be over if he gets it wrong. Here we go.
Right.
Without further ado, Kevin Smith, Know It or Not, for The Real Bubba Hotep. What was the first film Kevin Smith directed that was not written by Kevin
shoot.
Smith?
I really want to say Zach and Miri make a porno. I don't remember him directing anything else that he didn't write. He didn't do Daredevil. Did he do Daredevil?
Chat hasn't answered correctly yet either.
I don't think Kevin Smith did Daredevil. I don't know directors' answers.
Yes, he
I'm
did.
just
Bubba Hotep did mention numerous times that he doesn't know directors. So it is kind of suiting that director question, specifically Kevin Smith, Mongooli's favorite director, is the one that stumps him out of the game.
I'll just say Zach and Miri. I'm pretty sure that's not correct, but I'll just say Zach and Miri. Make
It's
a
not. It's
porno.
cop out.
It is Cop Out. That is correct.
He did Cop Out?
He did
Wow.
cop out. He didn't write it, and he did write Zack and Miri.
Cop Out was the only movie that Kevin Smith has not written and directed because it was such a horrible experience. I don't think he'll ever direct something again that he didn't write movie-wise, although he does do some television and other things. Yeah, he had a horrible experience. He hates Bruce Willis, and that's that.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith ruins everything for The Real Bubba Hotep.
He
So
did. Damn Kevin Smith. I always said I hated him.
And rightfully so. So your winner, The Mongooli Show. I don't have a winning screen because
You don't need one, baby. You got me. That's the winning screen.
I didn't think this would ever end, to be honest. But
I
here
will
we are.
Never live this down.
Congratulations to The Mongooli Show. Dan, why don't you say a couple of words, kind words about your opponent?
I gotta say, Bubba Hotep was the one who reached out and was like, "Hey, I'd like to challenge you at your own game show because we do the Mongooli's movie Mayhem, where I have guests on and do something fairly similar to this. Although I actually liked your third round quite a bit, I might steal that." So he reached out and was like, "Hey, I'd love to take you on in your own game. Obviously, I can't, write the questions for myself." Cleaning Agent happily stood up, so I want to thank Cleaning Agent for doing this, but I also want to thank Bubba Hotep for reaching out and being like, "I'd love to challenge you at this. This has been a great time. Like, win or lose, this was a lot of fun." So I want to thank you for hosting Cleaning Agent. I want to thank you for being a nice participant, Hotep. It's been really fun talking to you recently, getting to know you better, and crushing all of your dreams at movie trivia.
I loved it. It was the best. And I'll never be able to show my face in America again.
I think you'll be fine.
You'll be just fine.
You got the Canadian question right, ironically, and then missed on the American ones.
You did.
Which is odd.
Well played. Well played on both sides. I was completely terrified that I would have written questions that nobody would know the answer to, or everyone would know the answers and say, what the hell are we even doing here? I still am not quite sure what the hell we're doing here, but if you like this, please like and subscribe to The Mongooli Show, because I'm sure he'll post this trash somewhere on his video processing, one of his many YouTube accounts.
Now that I won, I will.
And if you want to stick around for the bonus features, it's going to be Mongooli and Real Bubba Hotep just answering some more questions that we have yet to ask. So let's get into it, gentlemen. Thank you both for being here. Thank you so much, Remote Control, for being my microphone. And let's get into the other questions. All right. Now, this will be a heads up. We'll give Mongooli the shot first because they're his questions, but then if he doesn't know the answers, obviously, Bubba Hotep, you can jump in as well. I'm just going to go down the list, and we will go from there. Let's see. I really don't remember what you selected. All the multiple choice, right?
All the multiple choices.
All right,
just
so the
top
first one
three,
is
and then
and it cleans Canadians. Canadian actor director David Cronenberg did not work on which of the following movies? A. Nightbreed, B. A History of Violence, C. Hellraiser, or D. Scanners.
I actually have no idea, but A History of Violence seems the most out of place of those four, so I'm going to go with that.
Real Bubba Hotep, do you know the answer?
I thought it was. I thought it was C.
You thought C. Hellraiser. One of you is correct and one of you is incorrect. I'll give you a hint. Dan is wrong. The answer is Hellraiser,
right.
which was written and directed by Clive Barker, though they both worked on each other's work quite a bit throughout history. Well played. Well played. All right. Next question, true or false, for the Mongooli show is AFI 100 for 100.
Okay.
Which musical is not on AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies list? A. Cabaret. B. The Wizard of Oz. C. West Side Story. Or D. Singing in the Rain.
A. Cabaret.
Cabaret is correct. It is on their top musicals, but not in the 100 of Years of 100 Movies. Well played. That is a 5-pointer. And the last multiple choice.
That was 3
Oh,
pointer.
sorry, a 3-pointer. Multiple choice. Yes. And the last was a Kevin Smith, which, if you don't get this right, maybe we just give the win to Bubba Hotep. Here we go. Which is not a named character that Ben Affleck has played in Kevin Smith's movies? A. Ollie. B. Shane. C. Holden. Or D. Bartleby.
He's definitely been Holden and Bartleby. I can't think of a Shane or an Ollie for that matter. He's Shanahan in Mallrats. He's Holden in Chasing Amy. He's Bartleby in Dogma. He's Holden again in Jay and Silent Bob. I don't know who he is. Like he's in like 2 seconds of Clerks 2. Ollie just sounds like a more Kevin Smith style name. I'm gonna say Shane is one he's not been.
That is correct. It's actually Shannon. Okay. You caught that? I tried to switch it up to Shane, but Ollie is a named character in not Chasing Amy, the other one with the kid. What is it called?
Yeah. Jersey Girl.
There it is. Yes, thank you very much. All the other roles,
the forgotten gem,
like in Clerks and things like that, they're just non-named characters like Audition or 11 and what have you.
Yeah.
So well played.
Okay.
Well played. All right, what other question did you have? It was AFI true or false. Here it is. AFI true or false coming at you. No, we did the true or false one. We answered that one, the Snow White, because that gave you 18 points. Right, so that's all the questions. So what we did miss was Clean's Canadians true or false. So we'll do a heads up just so you guys can test your Canadiana knowledge. Are you ready? Toy Story 4 features Duke Kaboom, a Canadian toy voiced by a Canadian actor and animated by Canadians. True or false?
I don't know if he's animated by Canadians, but the rest is true.
I'll need an answer. It's a 50-50 chance. Either of you can
I'm going to go false because I feel like you might have done that animated by just to mess with people.
And Bubba Hotep, what would you like to go?
I'd say true.
You know your Canadians. It took 8 Canadian animators to animate Duke Kaboom, played by Keanu Reeves in Toy Story.
Okay.
Yes, indeed, and he was a Canadian toy.
I knew the Canadian toy and the Canadian actor were both right.
Yeah. So. Hey, it's Canada, baby. We're the best. All right. That's all the questions I had for the trivia, except, in case there was a tie, I had a few more questions just in the rafters here. Do y'all want to answer a few more questions, or do you want to call it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm doing better after the game's over.
All right, get your
The
whiteboards
pressure's
out.
off.
Let's get your
okay.
whiteboards out. Let's do this. So Bubba wins? Yeah, Bubba wins in my heart of
Fuck off.
Canadians, and Dan wins the actual game show because I'm a proud Canadian.
Didn't I get all 3 Canadians right and Dan got 2 wrong?
I mean, I don't remember what happened in the past. All I know
Good
is that
answer.
it's 18-17, and that's all I can go for. All
In
right.
fairness, the other 32 questions were all Americans, and I did pretty damn well on all those. So,
Yeah, well, who wants to be American?
great question.
Yeah,
We'll
never
good
know.
question. All right, you guys got your whiteboards ready?
I do.
Sure.
All right, for all the shits and giggles, here is some follow-up questions just for funsies. What is the name of Frodo's sword given to him by Bilbo?
Ro would be very upset with me if I get this wrong.
I don't
might be upset
know.
with you either way.
I'm thinking of Game of Thrones, but I don't know.
A few people in chat have got it correct.
All right.
Roe included. All right, flip the boards. What do we got?
Sting,
Sting and Stinger. I would accept Stinger, absolutely.
even though it's wrong.
It is close enough. It's with an accent, an
Hey,
American
He
accent.
said
Stinger.
spelling didn't count.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Spelling
with
doesn't
Stinger.
count.
Spelling doesn't count, but it's the wrong word. Like, okay.
He's American. Come on.
He
You think he
already-
can
Yeah.
spell?
Okay, fair.
All right, here we go.
I'm
He's
Next-
the
American.
Canadians that throw extra letters in there.
We say America.
America.
We never said anything right.
All right, next question. Here we go.
Can't even put all the letters right in their own name.
What is the last Infinity Stone to be obtained by Thanos in
Oh, shoot.
Avengers Infinity War? Also, this program sponsored by Rogue Energy. If you want all the energy of a rogue and all the taste of hot garbage, get Rogue Energy today. All right, flip your boards if
for
you're
an
ready.
sponsorship, he hasn't stopped moving this whole time. So.
Soul, you are both incorrect. The correct answer is the Mind Stone. Soul Stone was
Oh, okay.
obtained by Black Widow sacrificing
right.
her life.
Oh, yeah.
I can picture him taking it out of Vision, but
The
I
Mind
thought I
Stone
had the
comes out
wrong
of
one.
Vision at the
Yep.
end portion of the movie. 5th act, maybe. All right. Next question. Wait. We've got chat, reality. Burns got it right with Mind Stone. Emma, Mind Stone. Nice work. Holmes got it. It happens. It happens. We all get some wrong, except for me, because I wrote the answers. Here we go. In A Clockwork Orange, how does Alex refer to himself?
Oh Jesus.
This is this is just a sampling of all the movies I enjoy watching, chat. So if some of these movies were like, what is that? I think you should check them out. If you're like, wow, this guy watches a lot of weird movies. Yep. That's also true. Chat's pretty quiet on this one. Anybody?
I've seen this one a couple of times, but I got nothing.
Flip
Yeah,
the
I've seen
boards.
it a
What do you
couple of
got? What do you got?
I know it's wrong, but I want
Rusty,
ultraviolent.
Erica, Jessica, Ultraviolent. Both incorrect. He narrates the movie and calls himself your humble narrator throughout.
I don't think I knew that he narrated it.
He does indeed. I believe he also narrates, or in the
I can
book as
picture
well.
him talking in the third person,
yeah.
but I forgot that he was a narrator. I thought he was just talking in the third person.
All right, we got.
I remember milk. That's all I remember. I
Yeah,
remember milk.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, last two questions. Drag legend Divine, played Edna Turnblad in 1988's Hairspray, who played the same role in the 2007 remake of Hairspray. Go ahead and flip them, gents.
John Travolta?
Travolta is correct.
Barbarino.
Now, if I had flipped that question, would you have still gotten it right?
Nope.
Yes.
You would have known Divine?
Yep.
Nice. Bubba Hotep coming out.
Not even a little bit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Last and final, and the most fun question. This one is for the Mongooli show. In Blazing Saddles, what
Oh, I knew it.
bath time toy does Hedley Lamar freak out about when he cannot find it? What bath time toy does Hedley Lamar freak out about when he cannot find it? Oh, chat is on it. Chat is almost on it.
If this had actually been a tiebreaker and this
Was
was
it
the
for me?
last question,
You
I mean,
would've-
it's all on me for not seeing because we've been talking about this movie for months at this point. And even Hotep said last night, you need to watch this to prep.
I
just
know.
in
I
case.
almost
I had a
I
feeling.
almost swapped it into questions earlier in the first round, but I was like, nah, I've already committed.
And I should have watched it. I should have taken my own advice.
All right, flip the boards. Any correct answers? No correct answers between chat or the contestants. It's not a rubber ducky. There is a rubber ducky in the background, but he wants his froggy. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. All right, that's all the questions I had. Thank you guys so very much for getting some of the questions right. That's all I can really ask for. So I appreciate that.
Thank you very much for hosting. This has been a ton of fun, and I really enjoyed this.
It was. It's a blast. Now
All
I
right,
need to go
Happily
back and
come
watch
back
some
if you
movies.
ever found more contestants.
Oh yeah, but hey, no, I'm only hosting when I'm forced to do so. I'm not going out.
Force them,
Look,
chat. Force them.
I'm not force them.
Yeah,
No,
come
no,
on,
no.
chat.
It's a three-way or a no way. Okay, a three-way or no way from me. That said, if y'all had to twist my rubber arm and somebody wants to go up against Dan the Mongooli, the undefeatable Mongooli, as he
Wow.
is now crowned himself. That's what it says anyway on the card here. The unbeatable Mongooli, his self-proclaimed title. Feel free to challenge him and set up with him and force me to get some questions going. Can CA lose? I lost the moment I hit stream. Okay, chat? Let's be honest. Now, gentlemen, tell me where I can find you and type it into chat so they know where to find you, because I'm lazy and I don't roll that way.
I guess I have to
I
open
can't
Twitch
type into
in order
the
to do
chat.
that.
Yeah. We have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
open
you-
Twitch.
Y'all
I'm too
close
lazy
Twitch.
for that.
Look at these honest gentlemen playing a fair, square game. Kudos to you both. Kudos to you both. Tell Dan I said it should be him versus Ambassador Al. That's what Holmes says. And Roe of Gilead said,
Are you even allowed to talk to Ambassador Al anymore, Holmes?
I gave you $6 I gave you $6. That's like $1 million Canadian bucks. Wait, did you
He
sub?
subscribed.
Oh, thank you, Ro. That's very kind. I missed all. I killed all pop-ups and redemptions and everything, so I'd have a clean recording. I tried so hard to make this YouTube appropriate, and then I just effed up everything along the way. So close enough. We tried. Thank you so much for the sub. That's very kind. All right.
Okay, so it's in chat now, but thank you all very much for hanging out. It's twitch.tv/The Mongooli Show. Or if you want to head over to my movie channel, check out some R rating where I hang out with this guy right here, as well as the Flicks That Make You Tick where I hang out with that guy over there. You can head over to youtube.com/Mongooli's Movie Show and check out some of that edited content when it comes out like a month after we record it here on Twitch. So those are the two places that you'll probably want to find me if you enjoyed this whatsoever.
And as of
I'm shutting it off from
Thursday,
Echo.
Thursday we will be talking about the one, the only Jurassic Park, except for the 6 or 7 after, on R rating. We'll see why Dan likes such a movie and why others have a better opinion of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you posted that in the chat. Do you actually not like Jurassic Park?
Can you wait
you just trying to get my
until
goat?
Thursday, my friend? Like,
No, I want
like
to
we
right
have
now.
prearranged in all of our discussions up until this point. Thank you so much. Real Bubba Hotep,
Oh.
where can the people find you? Throw your name into chat, your Discord, your
Oh,
Twitch,
it's all right. I
whatever you
popped
got.
it up and it was echoing and everything like that. If you're bored to tears at 9:00 Eastern in the morning, just come to twitch.tv/real Bubba Hotep. You'll find me on there.
I'm going to try and type it out.
And
Okay.
Thursday, you'll find me in the chat where I belong and not on a game show, just mocking Dan horrendously.
You did just fine, Steve. You did just fine. You have nothing to worry about. Your Twitch link is now in chat. Everybody go follow the real Bubba Hotep, please and thank you. He streams Marvel Strike Force, and more enjoyably, he watches some movie trivia while he streams, and so that's much more appropriate to watch.
I should have watched more. I should have watched more.
The quote of the day. I should have watched more.
Should have watched more. That is the quote we can all take away from this. If you like movies and you enjoy trivia, you should have watched more. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a wonderful night.